Hey, what's going on, YouTube? So I want to just get up on here and tell you a quick story. I just kind of felt in my spirit to pull over and talk about this. I was actually getting some snacks from HEB. These are like, listen, not to be promoting, but if you HEB sell these little pita snacks, man, when I tell you they never fried but baked. So these are really good. And they have a cinnamon sugar kind. Oh man, like if you have an HEB near you, man, and they sell them, because the thing about it is, those particular they kind of came out like a little season thing, like they were just out for a season, but they had did so good, they did so well that they just decided to have them out, and they've been selling. So it's like, okay, you got to go and get them. But anyways, I. Listen, if it comes to a good snack or something like that, I'm trying to find different ways of eating healthy and still without having to actually sacrifice taste. You know what I mean? Like, I want to work on getting my temple and stuff back in order and in alignment and all those good things, because I do want to be here. You know, what's the point of helping people if you gonna eat yourself out of here in the next 10-15 years? You know what I mean? I want to be here as long as I possibly can so that I can help as many people as I possibly can. You know what I mean? I want to be used as a vessel, and I want to be as good a vessel as I can possibly, as humanly possible, okay? Because I ain't never gonna be perfect, and I got things that ain't gonna ever go away or change. So, you know, it just is what it is. You know, I can just move past and just be the best that I can, you know. So anyways, and I keep looking over to the side because I'm out in the parking lot. So if you see me kind of shifting my eyes, it's because, you know, I'm not trying to come up with a story. I'm just trying to look, because you can't help but look. You know how when you just in a car and you're looking somewhere and someone reaches your peripheral view, you know, it's kind of hard to not, you know, notice it, especially because it's like, it's natural, it's human. You want to watch your surroundings because you just don't know. Even though I'm in a nicer place, that don't mean anything. Somebody could see me in here recording and thinking that I'm, hey, you know, the fence is down, guards is down, and then boop, you know. So you just never know. And I'm not trying to speak fear or anything like that. I'm just telling you to be cautious and be mindful of your surroundings at all times, especially, you know, like, not to say that no one will do nothing to me because I'm a big old man, but especially women, you got to be careful too, you know what I mean? Because you just got to be more careful. Men got to be careful too. You know, they gonna come at us with a gun or something like that, because they ain't gonna try to just come at us like that. But women, they may come at you with just physical might, you know. So you just got to be a little bit more careful. It's not because I think that you weaker, or I think that you less, or I think that you can't defend yourself. I know that some people may not think like that, and they be more quick to try you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying that. I don't want you to think, oh, he's sexist, oh, he's saying this here. That's not the case at all. What I'm saying is just living the reality of how people may perceive certain types of people. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. So I'm not trying to be that kind of way. But anyways, so I get up on, I'm recording this video to talk about hurting people. That's why I'm going to title this video, Hurt People, Hurt People. And as I'm sitting here and I'm just kind of thinking, because I have my little meditation and my moments where I speak with God and stuff like that, and I just kind of self-reflect. And I just remember, was brought to my remembrance about how when I was going through my hurt phase, when I was hurt and I was just upset, I was mad, I was angry at everybody. I took my anger out on any and everybody that came around me. People tried to get to know me. I was angry, I was mad, I was bitter. You know, I was mad at them for trying to get to know me. I was mad at them for trying to talk to me. I was angry, and I was just so mad. And I remember being so mad and angry. I was so mad and angry at God. I would say things to him. I would say things about him. You know, I would just I did a complete 180 from what I used to do. You know, and I was always growing up in church and stuff like that, Pentecostal and all that other types of things. So I knew the Lord and I had that within me, but life circumstances happened and it turned me completely away. And just listening to people and just allowing people to take the place of God. You see what I'm saying? And oftentimes we tend to do that because people have so, especially when they come together, they have so much power, and we allow people to take the place of God. We allow people and their opinions and the weaponization of the Bible and things like that, and we will allow them to take the place of God. So it's almost as if they're speaking in the place of God to you. And because they are people and they're tangible beings, they're right there, you become angry, you become mad. And you become mad at them, but you're more so mad at God because you feel like God is allowing these people to do these things to you. And because he's saying these things and they're picking these things up from the Bible and stuff like that, and they're using it against you for whatever reason it may be. It could be anything. It could be because you like to eat shrimp and crawfish and crabs, and you like to wear linen suits. You know, it could be it could be for anything and for any reason, because there's over 600 something commandments. Honestly, if you're going through the Mosaic law, there's more than just the 10. So, and people who know that, they can kind of use that against you. And I don't want to say that they're doing that to be malicious. I don't want to think that everybody is doing something with ill intent. Some people, what they do is, when they have gotten close to God and when they feel like they want to be as close as they possibly can, because we all have those things. We all have our own cross to bear. We all have our things that we're never going to get rid of, that they're probably never going to go away. That will always keep us needing Jesus. That's if you believe in that. You know, you would always need that salvation. You would always need that forgiveness. So, but oftentimes people don't understand that, and people don't like that part about them. So what people will do is they will try to strengthen the things that they're good at. They'll try to go all the way in on that. And they don't necessarily, I don't think that they're meaning it to just be malicious and they just want to hurt you. They're just hurt because people know that they can never be perfect. In their hearts of hearts, they know they will never, ever, ever be perfect. No matter how well you try to present yourself to the public, you know, and I know that you will never be perfect, as well as I will never be perfect. There are some things about me that I will never be able to change, that will keep me in some form of sin in some kind of way, but they will also keep me needing Jesus. They would also keep me needing that salvation and keep me needing that forgiveness, you know. And that's what I kind of had to understand, and I had to kind of get to that level and get to that reach that level of maturity where I was able to understand that and understand how to be cognizant and mindful of those things and my humanity, and knowing that one day I too will expire. You know, I will expire one day. One day I'm going to be gone, and there's going to be somebody else that's going to take whatever throne, phone, cars, you know, see, whatever place I had. You know, they're going to come and they're going to take that place, and I will be gone. You know, I like grass, I will wither away, I will be gone. And that is such a freeing thing to come to terms with, because it's freeing and it's also empowering. And I'm going to tell you why it's empowering, you guys. It's empowering because it makes you want to get out there and live your best life. It makes you want to go out there and do the best that you can, because you know that at some point in time, you're going to leave this earth. You're going to pass. You're going to expire. You're going to, you know, the deal that's going to happen to you. And when you understand that, it empowers you to want to go out there and live the best life that you can possibly live, and not want to be procrastinating and not want to wait, not want to think about too much. It makes you want to get out there and live your life and be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be, because you know that time is ticking, and you know that one day you too shall expire. And when Maya Angelou said that, you know, it was like, it's true. Because as long as you think that you have time, as long as you think that, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll have time, I'll do that later on, as long as you keep thinking that, you never really want to truly live your best life. You never really want to truly seize the moment. You never really truly want to do that, because you think that you have time. You think that, okay, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it the next day. Why hold off today? Why hold off until tomorrow what you can do today? What if you do all this saving, you do all this thinking, you do all this planning, and you like that parable in the Bible, that story in the Bible where they did all of this, and then finally when they thought they could rest and live their life, God called them home? What if that's your story? What if you are wasting your time thinking, planning? And I don't mean, when I say, let me rephrase that. I retract that statement, you guys, and I'm going to insert it with this statement, you guys. I'm going to use this statement instead. What if you waste your time excessively planning, excessively thinking, overthinking, over planning, and your over planning turns from months to years, fall from weeks to months, and then from months to years, and you're still planning, you waiting for that right time. When is it the right time? When is the right time? And if you have some type of belief, some type of faith, I'm pretty sure you probably do, because that's why you're watching me. At what point do you allow your divine team to come in, your divine support team to come in and help you? Because you can't do it all on your own strength. You can't do it all on your own. You're going to need some help, divine intervention. We all do. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. We were created. We were created. We procreate life. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we create. No, we procreate. We were created. You see what I'm saying? We were created. I can't stress that enough. We were created. Let me tell you something. You didn't give yourself your power. You didn't give yourself your eyes. You didn't give yourself your hair. You didn't give yourself your teeth. You didn't give yourself anything. It was all given to you. It was all given to you. You didn't create nothing. You agreed. You didn't create anything. You didn't create this world. You didn't create a universe. You did not create any of that. And people will love to sit up and say, oh, I created this universe. I created this world, yet they still can't leave out of this plane if they wanted to. They cannot take their bodies and physically go somewhere. Oh, you can't do that. Okay, well, leave your body and then go to this place. Go to this universe that you created. Not just you go there, take others with you. And I don't mean by offing them. No, I mean by spiritually, I mean by literally poofing somebody up there. Like okay, we all finna fly. We alive and well. Okay, now I'm finna take this tonic and we all gonna pass on. No, I mean alive and well. Get on this ship, fly, disappear, take yourself there without having to do something physically to make you pass on. That's what I'm talking about. If you got this type of power and you're so powerful and you can do all these things, then tell me, when is your set date to expire? And this may be a trigger warning for some people, and I'm sorry, but tell me, when is your set date to expire? You can't even answer me that because you don't know. You don't know. You don't know when is your set date to expire. You don't even know when my set date to expire. You don't know. You don't know. You can't answer that. But yet, you live your life as if you're never going to expire. We all going to expire. We all don't have a choice. I mean, we all have to be here. We all have to be here. We all do. I'm no more powerful than nobody else, and no one's more powerful than me. We all have to be here. We all have to be here. We were all created. You can call yourself a god, you can call yourself a goddess, you can call yourself divine, but yet you still got to answer to the Most High, just like the rest of us. And you still can't leave off this plane until the Most High gets good and ready for you to leave up off this plane. So how powerful are you? Because you can manipulate a couple of things, because you can bend some things, you think you got power. You think that you're really, truly powerful because the Most High allowed you. That power was given to you. And the moment that we start to appreciate that, and the moment that we start to realize that it is a blessing, it is a gift, the moment that we start to understand those things, the better off our lives will be. The better off the earth, the universe, things will be, because we'll be more appreciative of it. We'll be grateful for the things that we have, because it's the people that came before us that allowed us to have the things that we have. It's the people that laid the foundation and the designs and things like that before us, so that we can come back and add to those designs. It's the invention of the wheel. We just add to it. You see what I'm saying? It's those people that laid the foundation that allows us to be able to do the things that we do and to have the things that we have. But yet we act and we treat and we walk around as if we created all this, as if we ourselves did this, as if we ourselves, that in this current generation, we invented cars, we invented airplanes, we invented apartments, we invented all these other good things that we have now. AC, air conditioning, light, all these types of things. We act as if that is something that we created. Why? As if those people that came before us did nothing. And then it's almost, people almost get mad at you for showing appreciation, for saying you're grateful, for saying you're thankful for your life experiences and having some things. Why? And I don't wish this on anybody, but if something was to happen to you, can you yourself stop that from happening to you? Can you yourself heal yourself? Can you yourself do any of the things that the godly or the divine can do? No. You can't. You can try, and some you may even be successful, but understand why you are successful though. It isn't because of your own doing, and it isn't because of your own might, and it isn't because of your own strength. And that's what I just kind of want people to understand, and I just kind of want people to see and get. We need to practice more gratitude. We need to be grateful. And I don't mean being grateful to people and things like that, but grateful to whoever your divine support team is. Grateful and thankful and understanding, and then giving thanks and honor to the people who came before you. Because it's them who laid the foundation that we're still living off of. We're still thriving off of. It is those people that are doing that allows us to be able to do the things that we're doing. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I just want us to be thankful and practice more gratitude. And I don't mean being thankful and grateful for scraps. And you know how they have the whole slave mentality where you got to be thankful because master gave you this and master. I'm not saying that at all. I'm talking about being thankful and grateful for the things that you know yourself. If you couldn't invent, if you had your best day going on, you couldn't invent it. You couldn't have invented it. You couldn't do it. You couldn't have made it happen. You couldn't have lived at that time. You see, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about going through a time when all this stuff was being formed, going through a time when we had the civil rights movement and stuff like that was going on, where they could knock you aside your head with a baton and you got to just stand up and keep walking. That's the stuff I'm talking about. The stuff that you know full well that if you had to go through today, you wouldn't last a week in it. That's the stuff I'm talking about. I'm talking about the wars that they had to fight back then. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about all those times of those people who gave their lives so that we can live. I'm talking about those people who ran and climbed mountains so that we can simply walk and crawl. That's what I'm talking about. See, these people that came before us, they were pioneers. These people that came before us, we talk about they crawl so we can walk. We not, what? That's backwards. These people ran up mountains so that we can walk peacefully. They ran up mountains. And it's our own arrogance that allows us to think that, knowing full well that if you had to live in that time, you wouldn't survive a day. You wouldn't survive a day. If you had to live in a time where someone didn't address you as the right pronoun, and you went and you said something to somebody and nobody said anything about it, or they looked at you like you was crazy, or they even disrespected you, or they even bust you aside your head because you even came and talked to them about something like that. That's what I'm talking about. And I don't mean any harm, and I know this is probably going to be a trigger warning for some of you all, and I don't mean any harm by this and what I'm saying, but this is what was on my spirit. This is what I just needed to be able to say, and that's why I'm trying to say it, and that's why I'm not trying to, but that's why I'm saying it in a loving, Christ-like manner, because I don't want to offend anyone. I don't want to harm anyone. I just simply want to tell you the message and be able to help you. And the reason why I'm telling you all this is because these things helped me. These things, this type of conversation that I have got, this helped me to understand some things. You say you want somebody to love you and cherish you above all, even above God. You want somebody to love you like that, but you yourself don't even love yourself like that. You yourself, really quiet as a kept, you don't even want that man. You don't even want that woman. But you want that person to love you like that. You want that person to love you in a way that you don't love them. And then you want them to love you above God. See, and I messed around and did something like that. I was 17, 18. I messed around and did that. And you know what? God had to tell me, you only did that because that was rooted in your abandonment. That was rooted in abandonment and neglect. That's how I know hurt people hurt people. See, when you're dealing with abandonment issues, when you're dealing with neglect, when you're dealing with not feeling good enough, you do things that you would never, ever, ever in your right mind. That's why they say you out of your mind that you would normally do. Because you're so far gone. Because you're so hurt and you don't want to experience that abandonment. You don't want to experience that neglect, that rejection. You don't want to experience that ever again. So you'll do whatever it takes. And you'll do a little bit here and a little bit there. Before you know it, you didn't cause abandonment and neglect the same way it was done to you. And I don't want y'all to have to go through that. I don't want y'all to have them type of conversations. I don't want that for you all. I don't want that for you. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I wouldn't want nobody to feel that abandoned, to feel that neglected, to that you would want somebody to love you more than they love God, and you don't even love that person. You just want to be wanted so bad. You don't even love that person. The person I didn't love that person. I didn't even like that person like that. But I was so far gone in my own abandonment and my own neglect that's what I wanted. That's what I did. Even when I was 17, 18 years old. Couldn't control my emotions and feelings and stuff like that because I was just so hurt. I was just so hurt. I was so angry and so bitter. Why? And you know what happened? The moment I cleared all that up, I had to go through all of that. I had to get all that karma. I had to get all that karma, all that stuff that I dished out. I had to pay for it. God brought me through it in a loving manner, but I still had to pay for it. So now I done spent years being angry, bitter, and mad. Now I got to spend more years receiving all the anger and bitterness that I throwed out. I don't want that for y'all, man. I don't want that for anybody. I don't want that on my worst enemy. I pray for my enemies and ask them to have freedom and stuff like that, because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to be angry, to be mad at somebody you don't even know. You don't even know me. You don't even know that person and you mad at them. You angry. Why? Oh, I hate them. No, you don't hate them, baby. You hate yourself. You hate yourself. You hate them because they're showing you they're the version that you feel like that you know that you can be. They're the version that you know you should be. That's why you hate them. You don't even know that person. So why you hate them? Why you dislike them? Because you dislike yourself. That's why. It ain't got nothing to do with that person. It ain't got nothing to do with, oh, they did this, they looked at me wrong. Because you're not going to come at somebody with that type of vitriol, that type of hate, when you, just because they looked at you wrong. They couldn't even be thinking about you. They could have just been looking at something else. A fly could have gotten their eye. A mosquito could have bit them. And they looked at you. It's hot out here. It's hot. A sweat drop could have, boom, in their eye. And you thought they was looking at you crazy. I love you all in Christ, you all, and I just really don't want y'all to go through that. That's why I do what I do. That's why I show up. That's why I go so hard. That's why I try to, that's why I don't try, that's why I do the best that I can. And that's why I try to bring you all these messages in a loving, kind way. Because I understand that when you are already going through things, you don't need nobody yelling at you. You don't, the last thing you need is someone to be yelling at you, screaming at you, hollering at you. You don't need that. You're already doing it to yourself enough. You're already going through enough. You need somebody to talk to you in a gentle, Christ-like manner. You need calmness to your storm. You don't need somebody else coming at you with another storm. So I love you all, and just take heed to the message, you guys. If you want to, you want to. You don't, you don't. But let them who have eyes see, and them who have those who have ears hear. But I really hope that you all get this message, and at some point, some part of this message resonates with you all, you guys. I mean, just me, myself, is a living, walking testimony. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody who's autistic, who didn't talk to people. You know what I mean? I wouldn't talk to people. You know, and God is utilizing me to speak to others. That's power. And that's a testament to his power, not mine. Because I didn't do it. Because if I had my way, I'd be somewhere else off in a corner. Probably still playing my Tonka truck. Not bothered with nobody. I'd be on an island somewhere, up in the skies. I wouldn't be here. But because I have been through some things, I feel like it's only right for me to make sure that I help other people, as many people as I can, not go through the things and not make the same mistakes that I made. I'll see you all in the next one, guys.